Well. Thank you very much for joining us. This is Serious Matters on Olive TV. Well, this issue with PDP, the crisis, will I say, they get end as they look as Wike and others don't enter London again, go do meeting. It's caused for a lot of concern as one continues to wonder, apart from the fact that they are gunning for, winning elections come 2023. One is also considering, how are they funding their movement around this meeting that cannot be held in Nigeria. And that's one side, that's one part that I want us to look into. And secondly, what is this alliance, this meeting all about with Tinubu in London? PDP peace talk collapse. Wike, Makinde Ortom meet again in London, meeting with Tinubu on the cards. Now, Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike, his Oyo and Benue State counterparts Seyi Makinde and Samuel Ortom, respectively, are said to have met in London on Friday to deliberate on their next move. I think that's as a result of not seeing any positive change with respect to all the meetings that they've been having. So let me not keep you in too much suspense as to letting you know what really transpired in this second meeting and what their conclusions are. In the meantime, a source familiar with the developments told online reporters that Makinde, who has been on his annual vacation since the last meeting, was first joined by Wike, while Ortom, who was on his way to the United States of America, made a stop over. The top ranking member of the PDP leadership, who confided in our reporters, said unless a miracle happens, the reconciliation talk between Atiku and Wike have irretrievably collapsed. And that's to say that the reconciliation is not in view. And you will agree with me that that's detrimental to Atiku winning election come 23, and that in a way leaves not legally anyway, but in a way it leaves the contestant, because the contest to two major people, or three, let me say. Let's carry the likes of Tinubu, the likes of PDP, Showore, Omoyele Showore, and Kwakwanso of the NNP. Wike and his team, like I said earlier on, are currently in London, where they met this afternoon, and I have it on good authority that the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu, will be joining them to conclude talks started weeks ago. Remember, they met the last time too. We discussed it, Abi. Yes. Another party source said the die is cast. Wike and his team have been conversing for a certain president of PDP or the People's Democratic Party extraction. Now, they were prepared to make concession in the interests of the party, but the arrogance of some leaders on the other side has forced them to have a rethink. They are Wike and co. not considering leaving the party, far from it. We all know or knew what happened in 2015 and 2019. Our troubles came mostly from within. The outsiders simply stepped up and slid into the crack. Now, IU too has not helped matters, with the way the whole things, if IU's case is like adding salt to injury. Like adding salt to injury. So instead of playing the role of a father to all, he chose to satisfy the longing of Atiku and a few of his expired political acolytes. Now, if you can remember, IU did not contest an election. There wasn't a contest. Initially, there were three persons penciled for the position when it was microzone to Benue. They were Senator Gabriel Strusham and Senator David Mark and Ayu. And that's the problem of this idea of putting people just putting people in power. And that's the problem. That's a problem. Look at the issue. Look at this. What brought about Emilokon. You know, Oshekini, Olule, Oshekiji, Olule, Osheketa, Olule, and then you know, we already had an agreement that he will not joke with Yoruba matters, and you know, and all of that. You see, that's where the problem comes in. When people are not allowed to exercise their franchise, when the general, the populace, now, my concern has always still been, and as always, has also been, why would Wike be speaking for the whole of Rivers State? There are individuals in Rivers State. Rivers has all the diverse, you know, parties represented there. Labour Party, the APC, the NNPP, and all of that. Why would just one person? Makinde cannot speak for the whole of Oyo State. I mean, Makinde cannot speak for the whole of Oyo State. Neither can President Muhammadu Buhari speak for the whole of Nigeria when it comes to bringing people to power. You can't say, this is the person I want to be the president, and then that is it. That's no more democracy. That looks to me like a military rule or an autocratic, you know, government, which is not what we are actually practicing in Nigeria. Even though the dividend of democracy have been very, very terrible, very, very bad. We've not gotten that enough. Things have gone from bad to worse, you know, in Nigeria. And so this problem of, we gave them 3 names. Look at the same thing came up with Osibajo. I was the one that put down his name, and so, you know, because I'm the one that put down his name, he's loyal to me. I mean, do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Well, he said, this person said further that it was the Benue State Governor, Samuel Ortom, who in consultation with Wike and others thought it was wise to let it go to Ayu. Ortom took it upon himself to talk to Shusham and Mark to get their buy-in, and they stepped down in deference to him. Wike provided the largest chunk of the logistics which Ayu was to use to reach out to other carcasses. But today, he calls all of them children